there's always going to be budget busters. There's always going to be ways to waste money on groceries. And I am going to tell you in this video what those ways are. These are the ways that you just throw away your money, that you just burn through cash that you worked so hard to earn. I'm Amanda, and I cook dinner at home for my family 7 nights a week, most weeks of the year. And I am sharing my best tips to help you do the same, whether it's 7 nights a week or 5 nights a week, or even 2 nights a week. Whatever your goal is, I want to help you do that and save money and your sanity along the way. The best way to waste your money is by heading to the store and grocery shopping without any sort of plan. So I have multiple videos about this, and I'll link my best one about this here. But if you think you aren't a meal planner, you are. So let's just get that out of the way. If you think you don't plan dinner, you're not into meal planning, you're like, oh, I don't want to decide what's for dinner each night, I don't want to be pinned down to that. The thing is, you do have a plan for dinner. Your plan is just bad and wasting money. Not planning wastes money. You are throwing away your money if you are not planning in some way, shape, or form. You do not have to have A, B, and C dinners on A, B, and C days. Your meal plan doesn't have to be like that. But you do need to plan the things you are going to buy at the grocery store, or else you are going to waste money buying things you don't use, buying things you don't need because you already have it at home or whatever, or you're gonna waste money by buying the ingredients for something but missing an ingredient or something like that and ending up in the drive-thru line or calling for takeout anyway. So yes, if you head to the store with no list, you are definitely going to be throwing away money. If you are just buying things willy-nilly with no plan, you are going to waste your money. So like I said, I have that video that I linked a moment ago that's about meal planning myths and how if you think you aren't a meal planner, you are. And then this is my best video with tips for how to plan well. So the best way to save money by planning isn't actually about planning the meals you're gonna have each day of the week. The best way to save money by planning, AKA the opposite, how to waste money by not planning, is not checking what's in your kitchen already before you go to the store. And this is how you end up buying duplicates of things. This is how you end up meal planning in the most expensive way possible. This is how you end up like buying things that just rot in the back of your fridge because you don't use them up. So how to not waste money on that? Again, I have multiple other videos on that, but real quick, you go into your kitchen, you take a kitchen inventory, and you make a meal plan. You plan dinners, you make a list of dinners. If you don't want to call it a meal plan, you make a list of dinners you're gonna cook based on the things you already have in your kitchen. And even if you were just like loosely basing your dinner list on what you already have, you're gonna save money. If you take it a step further and really try to utilize what's in your kitchen already before you decide on dinners, before you go to the store, you're really gonna save the most money. Another good way to waste your money on food and to just throw away food and throw away money is by not checking your calendar when you are deciding on dinners. My next video is going to be about my like kind of counterintuitive tips for saving money on groceries, my tips that other people aren't going to tell you that kind of go against what a lot of other people teach about saving money on groceries. And one of mine is to go out to eat. You're gonna save money by going out to eat. With a caveat, right? You're going to save money by going out to eat if you plan that, if you aren't just at the last minute deciding to go out to dinner. If you decide when you're going out to dinner and you have a plan for the other nights, right? Or you plan nights where you're gonna have a super easy meal at home because you've got like a bunch of events going on that evening, a bunch of practices and meetings, all of those things. Or perhaps you have like a later day at the office. That's what I do. I have 3 late evenings and 2 earlier evenings. So I plan on purpose, taking into consideration my calendar, I purposefully plan the easiest meals for those evenings. Another great way to waste your money, to blow your grocery budget, is by not prioritizing cooking up your quick to spoil ingredients. That was a wordy sentence. So what that means is if you have something that spoils really quickly, like what comes to mind first is mushrooms. Those always seem to go bad, probably because they're a fungi. Mushrooms go bad really quickly, lettuces go bad really quickly, greens go bad really quickly, things like cucumber go bad really quickly. This is also why I use a ton of frozen vegetables, but that's another tip for another day. But you need to prioritize using those fresh, quick to spoil ingredients first. So like I said, you don't necessarily have to plan your dinners like A dinner on A day, B dinner on B day, C dinner on C day, right? But you need to keep in the back of your mind or make a note on something. So I write out my meal plan on a piece of paper. I'm a pen and paper person, but I also sometimes have it in my phone, so I can just look at it real quick and be like, oh, I need to text my husband to take this out to thaw, things like that. And I'll put like a little star on my physical paper. I'll put a star by things that have ingredients that are gonna spoil quickly. And I will make sure that we cook those dinners first. So whatever works for you. If you're capable of just remembering, keeping it in the back of your mind, or simply in the morning, if you go look in your fridge, you're like, ooh, gotta use that up. That is in that meal, so we will have that meal for dinner. But make sure that is a factor in what you have for dinner each night. So like I said, your calendar definitely needs to be a factor when you're planning, and then using these ingredients so they don't go to waste. So you're not literally throwing away food, AKA literally throwing away money, because you're using them before they go bad. Everybody's seen those jokes about like buying a tub of lettuce. I keep saying lettuce, greens, whatever. Buying a tub of spring greens or whatever and just throwing it in your fridge to rot and toss it, and then you buy another one the next time you go to the store. Don't do that. Don't do that. So yes, if you want to waste your money, if you want to just throw away cash, if you just want to burn through your paycheck and not get anything for it, this is what you do. You head to the store without a plan, you don't factor in what you already have, you don't make a plan for your busy nights, and you don't use up ingredients before they go bad. If you want to waste money, that's the things you do. Those are like the biggest factors for saving money on groceries. However, another major factor that you should definitely go watch this video about right now, next, follow up with this video, is all about how to stick to the things you have decided you're going to cook. So, spoiler, it's all about being realistic, and that is the number one tip. But all of these things from this video, these ways you waste money, these pitfalls you need to avoid, are definitely gonna save you a bunch of cash really quickly and easily by just keeping those 4 things in mind. All right, like I said, go check out that video, and then be sure to subscribe for all my upcoming tips and tricks for saving money on groceries.